What's up, everyone? MK back. I just thought I'd sit down with you guys and have a little bit of a 2017 year review. Sort of some of the things that I liked and disliked about Lego this year. I just thought I'd have a little chat with you guys, have a bit of a rundown. There were a few things, a lot of good things, a few little bad things, but look, no one's perfect, no company's perfect, no product is perfect. I love the product, but still sometimes it really irks me. These just little things get to me, and I just thought I'd have a little bit of a rant to start with, and then we'll get into the positive stuff. So I've just jotted down a few little points I remember, set numbers and a few things I might have forgotten. Had a little bit of a little bit of a brainstorm today and try to put everything together, all the things that I liked and disliked, pros and cons throughout the year. So I think I'll just start off with the bad stuff, get that out of the way, and then we can end on a good note, end with the good stuff, the happy stuff. Alright, so just sit back, guys, and let's go through it if you're keen to tune in. So I'll start with the cons. The first of all, it's got to be the availability of the sets, or some of the sets anyway. Like the UCS Falcon came out October, whatever it was, early access VIP. It's now January 1st, and, January 1st if I upload this today, but anyway. And it's come up, it's sold out like on the day of, and then I've registered to get an email notification when it's back in stock. By the time I saw the email, it was sold out again. So, and here, this is, actually, I'm going to put two little bits of rant together here. We have one Lego store in Australia, and it is a 10-hour drive. So I live in Sydney. It's the biggest city in Australia. It's 10 hours from here. It makes no sense to me. We've got one in, it's called one in the, Dreamworld is our only store. Like I said, 10 hours, 11-hour drive, 1.5 hour flight. The other store is not an actual store. It's a discovery centre. So it's a different thing, I'll get back to that later. But anyway, I don't really have a physical store. We have one in the country, and I'm not going to travel that far. So I can't go in store and try and pick one up or be on a waiting list or any of that. So that's a bit of a bummer. I'm still waiting for that set. I've got to buy it eventually, hopefully. Also, the other set was really hard to get a hold of this year was the NASA Saturn V rocket ship. That's the one. A lot of the time it was sold out on Lego Shop at Home. It was, I never saw it in store. Toys R Us had it online. They had it advertised online, but never any stock. I did manage to pick one up at 20% off at Maya, and they only had it online for maybe 30, 45 minutes. I bought it, I don't know, it might have been 6:30 in the morning when I woke up for work, and like I said, I looked a little while later and they're all sold out, and that was it. So I'm going to pick one up for a good price. I didn't want to pay full price for it, but I was glad I got one. But it's very hard to get set. I don't understand why. Maybe they thought the demand wouldn't be as high for it. But then they shouldn't have made that mistake with the UCS Falcon. Well, I don't understand why they didn't make more. They knew it was going to be in high demand, so why not make more? But anyway, this brings me on to my next point. My next little gripe. There was just too many Lego Batman movie sets. Don't get me wrong, some of the sets were fantastic. The Joker's Lowrider, I don't know, that was probably my favourite. The build was just amazing. I was just stoked when I saw the first pictures. The Penguin's Arctic Roller, I think that was another one I really liked. I kept that. But they just released too many sets. We're onto our third wave now. I've had to buy every set because I'm a DC minifig collector. So back there I've got, there's probably added 80 to 100 DC-related minifigures just from this Lego Batman movie. Love the figures, they're great, but having to buy all these sets, especially when you don't want them, there was just too many sets. 3 waves is too much. The movie was out, I don't know, nearly a year ago, and we're getting sets now, and I don't know, it doesn't make sense to me. And most of the builds were they're just big black vehicles. I understand they've got to make Batman vehicles, but there's a Bat jet ski, and now they've got a Bat rocket ship, and Bat this, and a Bat that, and a Bat buggy, and a Bat go-kart, and a Bat everything, and you just get all these just endless black pieces of black angled plates, and just things I'm just really never going to use, and it's, I don't know, you get some good pieces, but more playsets would have been the key. Like the Arkham Asylum wasn't too bad. I did build it. Wasn't too keen on the look because I prefer the Arkham Asylum from a few years back, the more grey one. That was really good. So I parted it out in my collection, but it was good. It had a lot of good bricks and a lot of good pieces I can use for other things, which, you know, was fine. I had a great selection of minifigures, great set, everything, no problem. But when I just get just black after black spaceship and flying ship and car and just all these things you just can't use. You can't use the parts for much. It just gets a bit dull and you just... Anyway, that'll bring me on to my next part as well. That's the same goes with a lot of the superhero sets we get. They just chuck in these fantastic minifigures. You know, I don't mind if you're paying and you get a good selection of minifigures, and even though the builds might be a bit garbage, if the parts are good in it and I can use the part for a lot of other things, fine, whatever. You know, I understand these things are designed for kids, but some of them you just get just absolute trash. Like I think it was the Hulk Smash where you get the red Hulk and the green Hulk. You get these two big wheel dump truck trike things. I don't know what the hell they are. Just the worst builds. The parts are just trash. These big plastic wheels you can't use for anything. Great minifig selection, but just garbage set with garbage parts, and it cost, I think, $89 or something ridiculous in Australia. So you're paying for the figures. I understand it's for kids, but how many of these garbage things can you build? I mean, I don't know. A lot of little kids don't have $90. Well, their parents might not be willing to spend $90 on a little Lego set for them, but I mean, damn. I know there's a few others superhero sets like that out there this year, and maybe even the other years. I mean, make play sets. Play sets are just, they're so much more fun for everyone. I mean, I don't play with the stuff, but at least with play sets, if it looks good, you can keep it. If you like the parts, they usually come with better parts. Whenever you have vehicles, you just end up with wheels and seats, and all these things are just, anyway. Like what do you call it? I'm having a blank here. The DC, the Justice League movie sets. Trash. Like I like most of the minifigures. The Aquaman set, fantastic. You know, I think it's $29 or something here in Australia, or $32 or something. But if you get it on 20% off, it's good. I mean, you get four minifigures, 4 different minifigures. You get a little play set. If you don't like the play set, you get fantastic parts, sand green pillars, sand green masonry bricks, a lot of things you can use just very widely. It was a fantastic set. But the other two, the more expensive sets were just trash. The Nightcrawler and I think whatever that stupid big ship was where the Batmobile comes out, it was just garbage. I opened up the bag and it was just Technic beams and Technic pins and just a whole bunch of black angled plates. I'm like, this is crap. And it's $170 or something here in Australia. I'm like, what? That set really, that got me going. Wasn't even an exclusive Wonder Woman, no exclusive Superman. I think Batman and Cyborg were the exclusives, and I think the Parademons we got in the other two sets. So I think it was 2 exclusive minifigures, and the rest, anyway. I mean, if I double on minifigures, I'm not too fussed. You know, I just chuck them in a little bag in a tub, and who knows, you might use them one day. You can always sell them later down the track. Not too big of a deal, but just the builds are garbage. All right, I don't want to try and hold you guys up for too long. I'm maybe a quarter way there, so just bear with me. I know I'm not a big channel, and no one's probably going to watch, but you know, I'd still like a bit of feedback and let me know what you guys think. This is just my personal opinion. So on to the next point. Some of these prices for the Lego sets, I don't know. Where do they get these prices from? Women of NASA, $50? What? I mean, in the US it's $25. How can it be double here? I mean, usually we're paying a third more, maybe a quarter more. It just varies. I don't know why it varies. But $50, and it's 4 minifigs and a couple little builds you could probably just about make it home, you know, minus a couple printed pieces. I don't know. I really don't get it. I mean, anyway, it's not a set I'll be picking up. I don't know why I passed an ideas set. I think the research set that came out a few years back, I don't actually have that set, but it looked like a really good little set. I don't know, the builds look better. It looked more interesting. I don't know, this one just looks very boring, and for $50, no thank you. The next one, okay, this is, I think a lot of people have this gripe, but we realise Lego is for kids. A lot of sets are geared towards kids. So it's Lego helicopters. Nearly every city set has Lego helicopters in it. I don't know how many Lego helicopter bases and propellers, and I've got a tub full of, what are they called? Windscreens of various sizes and shape, and I've barely used any of them. But helicopters, and like, okay, Lego's for kids. Kids love helicopters, and they can do all their little things, but I mean, I love buying some Lego City sets. Usually you get some good parts, you know, especially if it's some new mold. Like this year we're getting that black bear and the little tree stump minifig cover. There's a honeycomb piece. I think it's the Mount Pursuit or some set like that. All these city sets, you get helicopters in every single set. I mean, I don't know, play sets, like, build more play sets. You have put a little vehicle in there, but yeah, anyway, just the helicopters do my head in. They turn me off buying a lot of sets, to be honest, but I don't know, sometimes I do give in if the price is okay, and I'm like, oh, look, I'll do it. But anyway, helicopters, no thank you. The next thing, some of you guys might get a little bit cranky here, but this isn't really a personal gripe, it's just... Oh, sorry, it actually is a bit of a personal gripe. The set itself I'm going to mention looks amazing, but that's the Ninjago City. My only problem is, okay, being the $500 price tag, which, look, it's expensive, but for what it is, it probably is worth it. It's a great set, great minifigures, and it pains me that I'm not going to probably pick it up because I've just seen nothing but great reviews, great things said about it. But the only problem is it's such a specific set. I am a city builder. As you can see, I've got a lot of modulars behind me. They're not finished, but I do like making big buildings. I don't have a city at the moment. I don't have the room for it, but I like to just continue to build just for one day, when I do have the room. Just the Ninjago City, the style and the theme, it just doesn't fit into a city or most cities, unless you have like a Chinatown or you're going for that sort of theme for your city, but just for an everyday sort of metropolis, small town sort of look, it doesn't fit. So that's the only thing holding me back from buying it. And as far as the display piece, I don't know, it's a wild set. It looks great, but I just don't think it'd be great as a display piece for me personally. So please, guys, don't get too angry at me with that one. I love the set. I love everything about it. I couldn't fault it. I would love to build it, but I probably never will. So brings me to sorry, I'm just muttering. Brings me to my next point is the cost of the CMF minifigures. I mean, they're just continually going up. They're $6 now. I understand each one's unique and they have to do series by series, make new. You get little accessories and new face prints and molds and blah blah blah. But $6 is getting ridiculous. I mean, you buy a whole set it adds up, and you want to buy extras or you want to buy a set for yourself and a set to put away. It really adds up. And $6 is too much. I mean, realistically, I think $4 is a fair price. They've only just gone up from $5. I think it might have been last year. But now they're $6 at some places. Kmart, Big W, and Target still have them for $5. But I think $4 is a much fairer price. So anyway, Lego, I know you're not going to drop your costs. You're trying to make money, but $6, look, honestly, I'm still going to buy them. I'm still going to buy the same quantities, but anyway, they add up when you're buying, 30 or 60 or 70 or however many you're buying, it adds up, $1 or $2 per figure. My next point is the overpriced superhero exclusive sets. I don't know what the deal with these sets here. When they come to Australia or Lego shop at home, they're $59.95 or $59.99, $60, whatever it might be. They're always that price. For instance, the Ant-Man set, and they're always very, very rare and very exclusive. The Ant-Man set, look, that was from a few years back, but that was a great set. But look, it's 3 minifigures and a little build. It's not a $60 set. Last year we got the Doctor Strange, I forgot what it's called. His little area building with a monster coming out. That's not a $60 set. Great set. I actually really enjoyed that set. Loved the figures, loved everything about it. Not $60, but I paid $60 for it because what else am I going to do? Can't get it in cheaper, and being exclusive, you can't get it anywhere. So, what was the next one? I know there's another one around. Might be the Avengers airport battle. That's another one. That $60 mark. Good figures. Build was okay. But it's all these exclusive sets that only one retail store gets throughout the year. And then you have to either buy it. If you miss it there, you have to buy it on Lego Shop at Home. This year was it's last year now. 2017 was the Wonder Woman set where you get Wonder Woman and Chris Pine's character. I forgot what his name is now. But that's not a $60 set. You get a couple nice little figures. You get that ugly, what's that god's name? Oh, I forgot. The guy with the horns anyway. It was just an ugly build. You get the nice little plane, the little fighter plane. That was not a bad little thing, but $60, no. It's, look, tops $35 set. You're paying nearly double just because it's an exclusive. I don't know. I don't get it. I wish someone would explain. If you know why Let me know in the comments, please. I would love to know. And the other point is, this is not a 2017. This is a just an every year sort of thing. Is the lack of polybags here in Australia. I mean, please, it's just like a polybag desert, wasteland, whatever. There's nothing here. The only ones I saw the stupid Batman training one from the Batman movie at Toys R Us. Not interested. I got about 1,000 of those Batman figs. What was the other one I did see? Woolworths had some. They had I think they had a Nexo Nights one, a City one, and a Friends one. I mean, look, nothing special, nothing desirable for $5 polybags there. And the other one I saw was a Big W, had a whole bunch of Friends ones, $5 polybags. Once again, nothing desirable, nothing special, it's just a polybag. Whereas the other countries, you get fantastic polybags, and we have to pay exorbitant prices to buy them here off eBay or Bricklink or wherever you buy your Lego from. Like, sorry, this year there was that awesome Bat Pod with the Batman with the tiger suit. That was fantastic. What else was there? There was the giant Hank Pym Giant Man. There was the Kiss Kiss Batman keyring. That was, beautiful. All these polybags, but I'm paying just stupid prices just so I can buy them here. But anyway, I think that's the last sort of negative. It sounds like a few. It sounds like I'm being real negative. I'm trying not to be, but I'm just trying to explain things and rationalize things for you guys. Looking how much time left I have on my camera, I think I'm going to have to split this into 2 parts. So I might just have to make this the negative video, and then I'm going to have to come back and make a second video of the positive parts for you guys. So anyway, I'll shut it off. I'll upload this video soon, and I'll get back to you with all the positives from 2017. Plenty of them, and I'll see you guys soon, alright? Thanks for tuning in.